This is Miss Shay from the Hope Program, and I hope that all is well with you. So today we're going to be talking about my interests, my career. And there's a handout, a homework assignment that you guys are going to be doing after this video. You will be informed as of the time frame for you to finish it, but I think it's pretty much an easy assignment to do. You'll be able to knock it out in a few minutes. So today I'm going to share with you a screen that's going to help to direct me into training you on today. So here's my presentation. You're going to see my mouse move around a couple of times. Since this is a training video and it's only for us, it is just fine. So today we're talking about my interests, my career. It's a very sensitive topic because it consists of what you're going to be doing with your time. You are going to be spending approximately 40 hours or more doing a job task for someone that you're going to be possibly away from home and even working from home, which look like it's going to be our new norm. So we want to handle this topic with sensitivity that it deserves. So you may be in a position that you are thinking about your next step, your new career. If you want to transition into another career, if you want to continue in the one that you're in. And if you are trying to figure it out, I believe that this video is going to address some of those things for you to think about. And I hope that we can provide you with some tools to be able to assist you in flushing that out and maybe making some decisions about what you like or maybe, what you don't like. So let's talk about passion. So passion is something that you really like to do, something that you would love to do. A passion is something that once you start, that you can go on for hours and hours and time just gets away from you. And before you know it is 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. It is something that you're happy to do. It is something that you even spend money on doing, where we put our money lets you know really where our heart is and how important something is to us. So what is your interest? This is something that you do on a regular basis, maybe a couple of times a week even, maybe even every day. So consider what you can do and consider what you do well. Now, I want to pause here for a second because just because you love to do something doesn't mean that you're good at it, and it doesn't mean that you can get a job doing it. So let me give you an example that's coming to my head right now. So I know this female who really likes to sing, and she sings all the time, but she can't sing. She can't sing a lick. She can't hold a note at all. She doesn't even know what a note is. And she's really bad. And every time she wants to sing, we're all begging her, please don't sing. Look, she dreams of recording a record, being in the studio and being, doing concerts and stuff, but she was not gifted in that area. So she couldn't do it. So consider, what is it that you can do and what do you do well? So let's consider some things. I just chose just a couple of fields for us to talk about in this video. So let's say that you want to work in an office. Okay, so you want to work in an office. That's nice. Now, can you type? Do you know software? You know how to turn on a computer? You know what a software is? You're comfortable speaking with people? These are some questions to ask yourself. Do you like paperwork? Do you like forms? Because that's what you are going to be doing. This is what you're going to be handling. So are you interested in that? Pet care. Do you have any pets? I'm always concerned when people tell me that they want to go into pet care, that they don't have any pets. Because, all right, so how did you get your training? And then how do you know that you like pets unless you've had a pet and have taken care of it and understand the work that goes into it? Look, if you have a dog, you have to take that dog for walks. And if you got a cat, cat think that they are human beings, okay? Cats want to tell you if they want dry food or wet food, okay? And they look at you and you are able to understand when they look at you and go, that this is not going to work. So you have to be able to have an aptitude to do some things. And then if I ask you, let me see your phone, and I go through your phone and I don't see any pictures of your pets that you've taken care of, then I'm not going to be so inclined to believe that you really do like pets. I'm not going to believe you, because most people who love pets, they always doing selfies with the pets, putting them on Facebook and Instagram and all that other kind of stuff. And I take your phone and you don't have a picture. Don't tell me it's a new phone. That's not going to work. And so then my other thing is, and I think maybe even more important is, do animals like you? If I'm walking down the street with you and every dog that passes us hisses at you, growls, show you their teeth, crunch down, when they see you, then I got an issue with you. And if I go with you to somebody's house and they have a cat and that cat ran away from you, but comes out with everybody else and, going around their ankles with their tail and, rubbing up against them and they're not rubbing up against you, then we gotta talk. And maintenance. Do you really, really like to clean? I know a lot of people say they like to clean and their house do not indicate that they like to clean. Okay. And then if I really want to believe if you know how to clean or not, all I got to do is look under your bed and in your closet and let me go into the bathroom. We're going to know if you really like to clean. So if you like to clean, how do you know that? How has that been demonstrated? And if I was to ask you to come to my house, would you come prepared with your own special cleaning solutions and, little tools and stuff like that? Or will you get an attitude? Or your only concern is negotiating the price? These are the things that we are talking about. And what about healthcare? Who have you taken care of? Did they like you? Were they happy around you? Do you understand that you're going to come into contact with every day on your job with sick people who need you? That's really, really serious, because everybody does not have the heart to do that. So that's a very serious category in healthcare. So do your research. Are there people out there that that are possibly doing the thing that you want to do? So you maybe need to make a call, make an appointment, prepare some questions beforehand about what it is that you want to ask them about what it is that they do, what they do. Let me tell you, people love it when you ask them questions, especially when they are successful. They love that. Ask them, what did they do? How did they get there? Okay. And they'll be more than happy to share that. And then also, what about the industries that are out there? You should know who the industries are, the top 5 competitors, the businesses that are out there that are doing what it is that you want to do. Okay. Consider some places where you want to work. So, Ms. J, I'm not really sure about what it is that I want to do. I got you on this one, and that is okay. That's why you're here at the whole program, and we can assist you in figuring that out. Let me say this. I have tried 3,000 quadruple different jobs in my life. And I've tried retail, working in the food industry, working in the financial industry, banking industry, coal units, retail, and now teaching. So, and then there's some other stuff that I didn't even tell you about. So, but yeah, there were different roads and different streets that I went down, and I figured out, okay, I like this, and okay, no, I don't like that. But then here was the other thing. I found out, or I realized that there was something that was consistent through all the jobs that I went to. I was running my mouth, like I'm running my mouth right now. That was the consistent thing through everything. So for you, that may be your starting place. Maybe you like to talk, maybe you like to help people. That's your starting place. So let's talk about internships. Let's think about that, and volunteering. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to do it because, oh, Miss J, it is for free. hmm Sometimes that's when we really find out if we really love to do something or want to do something, because we would do it and there's no fee that is attached to it. Like you give away your services, like you're happy to do it. So is there something that you do, that you give it away, and that you're happy to do it? Let's think about that. Maybe that will help you. And then look, when you are in the building or in the place or in the environment or in the area, you get experience, you get hands-on experience, and you get to talk to different people, and are influenced by other people that are around you in that environment, and that can help you make a decision if that is something that you want to do. Now, I love to talk about Mr. Sean P. Diddy Puffy Combs. You know who he is, rapper, actor, singer, recording, entrepreneur, executive, have his own clothing line and drink line. He went to work for Uptown Records for free as an intern, because look, he wanted this career of his, and he felt that if he was in the building, that everything else would just fall into place and work out. Well, his gamble definitely have paid off. So consider that. There is nothing wrong with an internship or volunteering, nothing at all. So what you want to do, is it reasonable? Let's talk about, is it reasonable? Is it something that you can actually do? Is it reasonable? So let's talk salary, because that's part of being reasonable. So salary is very important. Okay, I'll say it ranks top 3 of the most important questions that you consider when you are in your job search. What is the salary? I don't believe that the salary should be the defining factor, but it is part of the equation on what is important. So let's talk about it. So in order for you to make a certain amount of money, what should come along with that is, and what normally comes along with that is that there is a certain form of education that you need to have. So for example, maybe your starting place may be getting your high school equivalency. For some, it may be getting a college degree maybe. Okay, so the more experience that you have in an industry, it strengthens the likelihood that you will get the kind of salary you want, and also getting hired as well. What is your experience? Whether it's transferable experiences that I used to work in another industry, and I have some skills that I can now use in this industry, even though they're totally different. Okay, so that would be something that you would need. Any kind of training at all, any kind of training, even if the training didn't even make any sense, but any kind of learning and knowledge base that you have is definitely going to increase the likelihood of you being hired. And then also making the kind of money that you want, because it shows that you're trainable and that you are open-minded and you want to learn. And then certification, any kind of certification, like you're going to get an OSHA certification with us. Any kind of certification that you can get definitely is going to add to the pot. So we're doing a little recap here. So your passion, what you love to do, what are you interested in, and what is it that you want to do? That will be your passion. We also want to add here a strategy. And a strategy is whether what you're looking for is short-term or long-term. Short-term is immediate. It is within a few weeks, few months, or a year or two. So for some of you, the next job that you're looking for, it's your immediate. Maybe your immediate is to pay some bills. Maybe your immediate is to get in the industry on an entry level, where you would like to have a career with longevity in. That would be a short term, what I can do now. May not be the dream job, but is what I can do now and what I need now or what I can do now. And then long term is what you are preparing for, that's in the future, that's in a distance, 3 or 5 years, like retirement, for example, maybe going back to college. I can't go right now because I got student loans to pay. And it's going to take me 3 years to pay off the student loans. And then after that, then I'll go. See, that's a long-term goal. I want to own my own house. I got to get my credit clean in order for that to happen. I have to save and put a deposit on the house. I want to own a business. That's planning, that steps down the road. That's preparation, short term, long term. So if I wanted to run the New York City Marathon, which is 26.2 miles, which is normally in November, the first Sunday in November, I'm not going to start November 3rd, and the race is probably before the 7th of the month, right? I'm going to start a year out to prepare for that marathon. I'm going to maybe even enter in races, that are 5 miles and 10 miles and 15 miles, 13 miles, a half a mile. I'm going to do that. That's going to prepare me over a year's time so that I'll be able to run the marathon. So, and if you've never ever run a marathon, you're not trying to register for the marathon. You need to prepare your body for it, okay? Because the ambulance will definitely be called for you if you try that. So how about trying this? You can close your eyes and you can see yourself doing that thing that you want to do. Like close your eyes and really spend some time really thinking and opening up your mind to figuring out what's your next step, what's your immediate, and then write it down. Write down what it is that you want to do. Write it down. So I hope that this is helpful for you. I hope that you'll be able to really figure out what it is that you really want to do. And I am hoping that we are able to help you to do it. Thank you. Have a good day. This is Miss J.